Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fan. Guys, we are live here on Monday morning, one day removed from the tragic news that NBA legend Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and seven others lost their lives in a helicopter crash. Again, TD fans talking families send their condolences to the families. We will continue to keep Vanessa and the rest of the children and all the families involved in our prayers. We wish them the very best. Just sad news yesterday. It's pretty much going to hold a cloud over everything for, weeks to come. But like I told you all yesterday, is Mamba mentality. We got to get right back at it and we got to get into it. And basically be the best that we can be in what we're doing. And that's why I'm here up bright and early to give you all more Dolphin information, good Dolphin news that's coming out, some things that you definitely probably will want to hear. Um, you definitely will probably want to hear about this. And then I have a special treat coming out for you all tonight. This is going to be a really special treat. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Hit that like button on your way in, guys, as everyone's saying rest in peace to the Black Mamba, and good morning to everyone. Shout out to everyone already in the comment section. Special shout out to Darth Vader, the first one in the room, Dariq Huggins, the first mod. What's up, Powerhouse TJ? C's 007. How are you, man? I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see a lot of you all on the stream today. Hopefully, I can connect with as many as possible. Good morning to my beautiful sister. Y'all go check her channel out. It's right there, Celeste Devon. Y'all got to go check that out. FM, I see you, man. Mama will want us to move forward. Exactly. And that's what I'm doing, baby, today. And going forward is Mama mentality. We're going after our desires. We're going after our dreams, our goals with great intensity. We're working harder than everyone else trying to do what we're trying to do. And you know what TD is trying to do. And it's time to put that work in. And sometimes it's moments like these that give you that extra motivation, that extra boost, that catapult to, give you a sense of accountability. And at the end of the day, there's always good things in tragedy, and it's up to us to find it and act on it. All right. But I got a special treat. I'm gonna talk to you all a little bit about the draft, a lot of rumblings and things going on. I want to give you all a perspective on something that may happen in this draft that could very well happen. Outside of that, I also want to talk about briefly the treat that I have for you all tonight. All right. Tonight I'm planning to do a very, very, very good show tonight. But we're gonna get realistic, guys. We're gonna get realistic, guys. We're gonna hit free agency about a month and a half before free agency. Tonight we are going to hit free agency. I have found the software that works for us. It is amazing, guys. You all are gonna love it. Tonight, stay tuned. It's a mock, obviously, but it's the best mock that I've seen so far, where we can run a free agency, 10-day free agency, ladies and gentlemen. We can cut players, try to renegotiate their contract that's currently on the roster. The simulator will tell us if they'll agree with the contract or not based off of what their value would be in the market, which may not be what we want to pay, which is going to be interesting. We're also going to, it's also going to be able to sign free agents. It has all the free agents, and other teams are signing them too. So we got to hurry up, put a bid in for them, tell them how much we're offering, move forward to the next day, see if they accepted it or they declined, see if someone picked them up. It's going to be amazing, y'all. Y'all going to love it, but y'all are going to do it with me. You all are going to do it with me. We're going to see if any of the panelists want to join as well. But we're going to have some fun with that tonight. And shout out to my sister. Y'all go click on that link because that's a tribute that she made for Kobe Bryant. So y'all go check it out, guys. God bless my brother, and prayers to the Bryant family. He left it all on the floor. Yes, he did, man. Yes, he did. I still don't want to. Well, we're about to talk a little bit about that, Rich V. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned tonight. It's going to be exciting, man, because this is the realest thing that I've seen. You know how we're doing those mock drafts? oh, this is next level. And man, I'm gonna give a special shout out to the individual that actually sent it to me. Y'all give me one moment. Yeah, give me a moment. Yes, shout out to Jay Frazier 3000 on Instagram, who sent it to me. Just amazing, man. I loved it. I've been playing around with it. This is amazing. Y'all gonna love this. Y'all really gonna love this. This mock, and this ain't the draft. This is free agency. We can offer a contract. We can offer the guarantee. We can offer how many years and how much money per year. And once we made all our offers on the first day, we hit the next day and we see who accepted, who declined, and who's still available in free agency, who we lost out on, X, Y, and Z. So it's going to be amazing, man. It's going to be a really good show. I look forward to doing that with you guys. I think you'll really love it. All right. Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. But this morning, the article came out. Shout out to Fansided. And they had a good point. They had a good point on this article. There are 3 scenarios that people are overlooking. Okay. There are 3 scenarios that people are really overlooking. Right now, some quarterback stocks have risen. Justin Herbert and Jordan Love stock has risen, guys. Justin Herbert and Jordan Love stock has risen big time. Shout out to Joel Frazier. I see you, man. I appreciate you, homie, for sending that to me. I hope hopefully you're live with us tonight, man. Look at and I just added the wrench for you, man. Hopefully you're live with us tonight, Joel Frazier, so we can so you can participate as well, man. It's gonna be real fun. But back to the situation, a lot of quarterback stock is rising. Their stocks are rising. Y'all may not believe it, but they're expecting at this point there could be a runoff and an off sale of quarterbacks. There literally might be 4 quarterbacks that go in the first round. I mean, in the first 5. Real talk. That's a lot of people are talking about that now. Shout out to Darth Vader with the donation. He said, TD, I love your channel. The best Dolphins YouTuber. Rest in peace, Kobe. Us Dolphins fans love you and appreciate you. Thanks for everything. Darth Vader, same to you, man. And I appreciate you guys for always showing love and support, man. In there's moments like that, just to stop and pause to give Kobe a rest in peace, show your appreciation to this channel, man. It means a lot to me. And we're going to keep doing what we do over here, man. We're going to keep doing what we do. And thank you to everybody who supports this channel. Shout out to you, Darth Vader. But it's real talk, y'all. It's real talk. 4 quarterbacks could go in the top 5. And it's not far-fetched. It really isn't far-fetched. I know a lot of people, no, that's not going to happen. The rumblings about the Lions moving on from Stafford are growing louder and louder. People say, oh, they came out and said that Stafford's their guy. That has nothing to do with if they have a desire to draft Tua Tagovailoa and sit him for a year and let Stafford do 1 more year. And it might be the fire they need to get the best out of Stafford. Who knows? But those rumblings are really, really coming out right now that they're planning on moving on from Stafford, regardless of the reports saying that, oh, he's going to be around and he may still be our guy. And I'm not going to, they would be smart to actually move on. They would literally be smart to move on. And a lot of people already know that Cincinnati should be drafting Joe Burrow first. But literally, they are feeling like the number 2 overall pick could be Tua Tagovailoa and not Chase Young. The number 2 overall pick could be Tua Tagovailoa and not Chase Young. This is a real possibility. This is a real possibility. And this is all a scenario where the Miami Dolphins does not move up to covet a quarterback. Let me give you the the three scenarios that they came up with for the Miami Dolphins. Joe Burrow, number 1, Tua Tagovailoa, number 2, Justin Herbert, number 3, Jordan Love, number 4, and the Miami Dolphins select Chase Young. That's a possibility. At number 5, if these teams take quarterbacks or somebody moves up in the top 5 and pull a quarterback. Let's go second scenario. Joe Burrow, number 1, Tua Tagovailoa is still number 2, Justin Herbert is number 3, Chase Young at number 4, and the Miami Dolphins select Jordan Love. That's a scenario as well. In the last scenario, Joe Burrow, number 1, Chase Young, number 2, like a lot of people suspect, Tua Tagovailoa at number 3, Jordan Love at number 4, and Justin Herbert at number 5 to the Miami Dolphins. This is a reality. The Miami Dolphins can end up with Chase Young, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert if these things go according to plan, and it's a good chance they could. There's a good chance they can. People are saying not Love at 5. I'm not all for getting a quarterback at 5 either, but Love is a prospect that this team is coveting and they're doing their research on. They like what they see. I just wish that we could push it down a little later to get him, but the truth is there's no safety anymore. He might be gone at our next pick. If Tua's gone and Jordan Love is there at 5, Jordan Love might be gone at 18. He may not make it to 18. When you got the Raiders and a few other teams right there in the late 10, top 10 or the early teens. And I know someone just said we have Rosen. I know we have Rosen. But at the end of the day, if we're sitting here saying that Rosen is the answer for the future, then you're being biased. We don't know if I've always said we don't know if he's the answer of the future. But I'm not one that's going to bash the kid and write him off and say he's not. I don't know. But if you think that, hey, we got Rosen, let's go, you gotta stop. We're talking about this team, not our fanhood. We gotta bring in competition for Rosen. We have to bring in someone that's going to threaten his status on this team. Because if he emerges from that, then we could feel good about knowing he's our guy. If he doesn't emerge from that, then we could feel good about whoever emerged on top of him and know that Rosen wasn't the guy. We have to know these things. I'm not sold on nobody. I mean, if you ain't, if you not Chase Young or Joe Burrow for me, listen, I ain't sold on you in the top 5. No. Not gonna happen. Yes, babe. Yeah, I'm live right now. All right. Sorry, that was the wife, guys. I said give him a shot. Oh, we're gonna give him a shot. But we've already confirmed we'll give him a shot. Greer and Flores has said he'll have every opportunity to be the leader of this team. Now that doesn't mean he's going to be, because he has to put the work in. The Miami Dolphins has made it clear they're not giving Rosen anything. You have to come take it. You have to earn it. You will have every opportunity to do so. We're not saying that you're next in line and go get it, young fella. We fixed our O-line. Now it's your turn. No, you got to go in camp. You got to show that you could beat Fitzpatrick if he stays around. You got to say whatever young quarterback we bring in, you got to show that you're better than them. It's that simple. Nobody's getting handed anything. I'm not a Rosen apologist. I'm not a Rosen, oh, he's going to be the future. I'm just saying I just want him to have a fair opportunity like everyone else. It's that simple. And if he proves himself, I'm going to get right behind him even harder. If he doesn't, then no. We got to move on. This ain't about our feelings and our fanhood of who we like and who we don't. It's about building a winning organization. I'm going to say that over and over. This is not about our fanhood. This is about building a winning organization that's going to be winning and making us as fans excited to watch our team compete. Give us the right to talk a little bit of trash because we haven't been able to do it in forever. We haven't been able to do it in forever. Give me a wild card round that I could say, oh, we're about to beat y'all, whether we win or lose. It will just give me that feeling. It's about the team, man. I'm not falling in love. I told y'all this last year in the offseason. TD ain't falling in love with players no more. I'm calling it how I see it. That's why y'all get mad at me whenever I talk about Xavier Howard. Great talent. Just ain't worth the money if you ask me. Luckily, we on a friendly deal the way it's set up. Telling y'all, man. But these are real scenarios. People want to ignore this scenario because they don't want to believe it. A lot of people don't want to believe it because Tua Tagovailoa. In both of these scenarios, all three of these scenarios, two of them he goes number 2 overall, and one of them he goes at number 3. That's why they know that. Now people know these scenarios are real. Oh, Tua could go number 2 overall. Oh, no question. And he can go number 3 as well. But they're just hoping the Dolphins might trade up some picks to get him. Because now people are wanting the quarterbacks that are coming out more than they did last week. Next week, I think they're going to want them even more than they do this week. When the draft comes, teams are going to be begging to move up, to take a quarterback here or there. Morning, TD camera looking extra crispy today. That's crazy, man. Is it really? Because somebody said that last night when I streamed, and I don't think I'm doing anything different. I don't know. Well, sunlight ain't pick up yet because it's overcast today. I got the windows open with the clouds all out, so no sun. I don't know, but I'm glad it's looking real good. It might just be actually the YouTube quality. That's probably what it is because I'm on StreamYard so much and the quality isn't as great when you come from StreamYards and you stream. But when I'm directly on YouTube, my camera looks great. Like when I'm on StreamYards, it looks great to me, but when I pull up YouTube, it's fizzy. It's StreamYards, I believe. And when I'm directly through YouTube, like I am right now, it looks beautiful. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But shout out to you, Engraving. Man, we got to talk, Engraving, man. I'm glad Lamar Jackson redeemed himself and got the Pro Bowl MVP. I didn't even watch the Pro Bowl, but I'm glad he redeemed himself, especially after the skills challenge. 2 points, man. Oh my gosh. That was just bad, man. That was just bad. I'm gonna leave him alone though. Oh man. Haha, YouTube don't want people using anything else for streaming. You might be right, bro. You might just be right. You might be dead on that one because it makes no sense. I go directly through YouTube and it's clear as can be on both sides. But yeah, man. But it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, man, we'll get together, man. A lot of off-season stuff we might want to talk about and do some collabs about. So I hit you up on the usual. And we'll see what we can get together, man. Work together. I always enjoy working with you, bro. I ain't watch it either. I turned it off after watching it for 4 minutes. It was terrible. Man, I never got to see it because I was coming home to stream it. But then the news about Kobe broke, so that just consumed me for quite some time. I finally mustered up the composure to go live about 3-4 hours after that, after I found out. But hey, we on this Mamba mentality, man. Got to get it by all means necessary. Got to be the best. Got to be the best. Got to go after it. Got to go hard, man. Every single day of the week. But yeah, man. But back to what we were saying, guys. Listen, these are real scenarios. Real scenarios. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I only love one of these scenarios, and that's if Chase Young actually falls all the way to number 5. Because we'd have a premier pass rusher. Let me ask y'all a question. I got a quick trivia question for you all. Who was the leading sacker for the Miami Dolphins last year? Let's see if y'all know. Who was the leading Who is the leading who led the team in sacks for the Miami Dolphins at the defensive end position? Let me say that. At the defensive end position. Taco. Yes. Now here's the follow-up trivia question. This is the real question. At the defensive end position. Well, hold on. First of all, how many sacks did Taco have? Do you all know that? How many sacks did Taco have? Does anyone know how many sacks Taco had? And he led the team at the defensive end position. Yes, he had 5. He had 5 sacks, y'all. And that's good knowing that we when we picked him up and getting him acclimated, he can really grow into something that can help us in the future, right? Now watch this. Here's the real trivia question. At the defensive end position, how many sacks did the next person in line have? Taco had 5. He led the team. He led the team at the defensive end position. The next person at the defensive end position, how many sacks did they have? Somebody said 2 and they'd be wrong. 1, and it was Harris, and you'd be wrong. 1 is not the right answer. 3 ain't the right answer. 4 ain't the right answer. 5 ain't the right answer. 1 ain't even the right answer. See, y'all, listen. I ain't gonna trip on y'all because I didn't know this. I read it this morning, then I had to look it up to make sure. The runner-up was a half a sack, and it was shared between 2 players. Real talk. Real talk. Our sack leader had 5 sacks at the defensive end position we're talking about. And the next person in line at the defensive end position had half a sack. 2 people had half a sack to share the number 2. I want y'all to let that sink in. First of all, our sack leader at the defensive end position only had 5, which I think Taco can have a really good future because I know he can elevate that to 8+ next year with a camp under him starting the season if he makes it. I mean, he'll make it, but if he starts, depending on what we do in the draft in the off season. But the runner up behind Taco, half a sack at the defensive end position. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in. Our top 3 sack leaders in the defensive end position total 6 sacks in 16 games. Take our top 3 defensive ends and they total 6 sacks in 16 games. Oh my gosh. Not even half a sack a game. Not even half a sack a game. It's safe to say we never got to the quarterback, man. Do you know that might be about 500 dropbacks against us? Especially with what Lamar did and Brady did early in the season, putting up over 40, 50 passes. That's over 500 dropbacks. Say every quarterback we played dropped back 30 times on average because it was something that was a lot more. Almost 500 dropbacks, and we got 6 sacks. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy. Jadeveon Clowney only got 3 sacks. At least it would have gave us 9. Oh my gosh. It's Jadeveon Clowney. If you understand his position, he's kind of like flex. He plays multiple positions. We talk about just strictly at the defensive end. He does a lot more in the game. TD, I think Van Ginkel will be a pass rushing specialist. Yeah, but they'll be coming from the outside at the second level. We need a defensive end that is dominant, guys. This is why the Miami Dolphins will be literally, I'm telling y'all now, in free agency, we're going to have the checkbook in front of us with a gold pen, looking at Ngakoue in his face, saying, listen, man, we need you to be that difference maker for us. I am telling y'all now, yeah, we're going to make a run at Clowney too. But this team is going to, I know they are going to put some money behind making an attempt to grab Ngakoue. I know that they are going to put some money behind grabbing Ngakoue. And let me tell you another thing. If we're unsuccessful getting Ngakoue or Clowney, even with trying to throw the checkbook at them, then listen, if you hear the Miami Dolphins have traded up the number 2 pick in the NFL and now we're on the clock, everybody going to be screaming, I knew we were going up to get Tua, and you might hear Chase Young name called. Real talk. If we try to get Ngakoue and literally throw the checkbook at him and give him more, even more than what we should, and he declines and we can't get Clowney and we don't get neither of those two guys, I am telling y'all now, you might literally hear the Miami Dolphins have traded up to the number 2 overall pick and now are on the clock, and all the Tuaneers are going to go crazy, and then they're going to be shocked out of their mind when they hear Chase Young name called. Because let me tell y'all something, it is going to say a lot if you're coveting Clowney and Ngakoue and you're willing to pay them and pay them top dollar and they still say no, then the direction that this defense is trying to go, that's saying a lot, and they're going to have to offset that. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of it. If we got to give up a lot of assets to move up at number 2, I'm not with that. But if we do, I can understand why. I'm telling y'all now, if the Miami Dolphins moved up to number 2, I couldn't see them calling the name Tua Tagovailoa. They wouldn't be doing it for that reason. People, I already know people going to argue with me. No, it would definitely be for him. I don't think Miami's interested in moving up, especially not for a quarterback that has questions. If he fell in their lap, oh man, at 5, Tua's here. We got to do it. I get that. We traded up for Deion Jordan. Yeah, Deion Jordan ain't no Chase Young. That would be insane, TD. It would. But how do you plan on see this is what I feel like would end up happening. Say we did move up to number 2 and we drafted Tua Tagovailoa. Let's just hypothetically say he's healthy, he's out there balling, he putting up 28 points a game. Oh my God, Tua is the future. Oh, but when it matters most, we still getting ate up at the defensive end position. We putting up points. I mean, we can't score every drive. Like no team really can score every drive. But gosh, man, we ain't got no pass rush. We need a defensive end. I mean, what more do you want us to do? We threw the checkbook at Ngakoue and Clowney, and they still didn't want it. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? If you look at today's NFL, people recognize and realize you got to have that lethal pursuit coming after these great quarterbacks. You think San Francisco just in the Super Bowl because of their offense? Yeah, they got a great run game, historic run game. But you think that's the only thing getting them there? Real talk. The Tennessee Titans ain't nothing but the San Francisco 49ers without a pass rush. Let me say that again. The Tennessee Titans are just like the San Francisco 49ers without a pass rush. Now imagine if they had a pass rush last week. Imagine if they had San Francisco's pass rush. You got to get the pass rush. You got to get guys who know how to get to the quarterback and win their battles, demand double teams. You got two defensive tackles that are emerging as the future, Christian Wilkins and Devon Godchild, who literally were the number one rated tandem in the NFL this year. That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. We got a little bright spot there. Now, in situational football, like EM always talks about, you probably want that one more solid big dude to just hold up that middle in situational football. But in a typical gameplay, you got a good tandem, young tandem. I mean, people forget Godchild was only on his third season. He going into his fourth season. And that's another thing. You're going to have to pay him soon. I mean, is Godchild somebody y'all want to, okay, we can go without? Y'all tell me in the comment section. Is Godchild someone that you would move on from? Because his value is increasing. You can't forget that. Devon Godchild's value is increasing. He's been very good for us, man. Leon said yes. Yes to what? You would move on from Godchild? That would be interesting to me. Bye, Devon. Really? Now, I mean, I'm just curious. Y'all serious? Bye to him? I kind of feel like you could find someone as someone equally as good. Wow. Let Devon walk. Maybe we trade him. This is interesting to me. I'm not one that feels that way, but I'm really interested in why y'all feel that way. Sincerely, it's like y'all don't mind letting Godchild walk because I'm just curious on why y'all feel that way. Are we saying that he's not earning what he probably would be worth? I mean, you wouldn't pay what he probably would be worth? I'm gonna have to talk to the panelists about this and see their thoughts. Because I think that Godchild is a very great asset on this team. He makes plays big time. And I think that we might be losing sight of the simple fact that it's just one of the least sexiest positions in the NFL that doesn't get talked about much. Even when they get in the backfield and make a tackle for a loss, most people snuff at it. It's like, okay, yeah, we made a play. We finally got to stop it. We don't even mention the person who stopped them. I think that's what might be going on in some of your minds right now is the fact that it's not a sexy position and it's like you didn't call his name much and cheer, even though you should have. You just didn't notice. When a runner comes through the middle and Godchild pushes the middle of that line back and makes a tackle, sometimes y'all don't even know who made the tackle. Godchild on the tackle, and you just keep it moving. All right, 2nd and 10, let's go. You don't even think about it. That's part of the problem with playing defensive tackle and trying to make a name for yourself. He doesn't make the play. That's the problem. Ooh, man, maybe y'all see something I don't. I'm gonna really have to talk to the panelists about this one. See if because I want to see what their mind is saying. Maybe they're seeing the same thing some of you all are saying. I got to pay a little bit more attention. Exactly. A defensive tackle without high sack numbers is viewed as useless to the uneducated football fan. Maybe it's just interesting to me. Don't let him walk. Trade him for a second and get an O line to build that O line. So are we back to needing another defensive tackle now? Trade him, get a second round pick and get an offensive lineman. So now we're back to needing an anchor in the middle. Do y'all not remember what happened to us? Not this year that just passed, but the Matt Burke year. Do y'all not remember what happened to us in the Matt Burke year? Look at Indomitian, why we pay major money. Oh, no. See, that's a different scenario. Indomitian got 2 times what Gottschall is probably going to get. But what Gottschall is probably going to get is still good. But Indomitian got 2 times that. That's a whole different scenario. You cannot compare Indomitian with Gottschall. Not at all. From a contractual standpoint. Nobody's expecting Godchild to get no Indomitian Sue money. Not even close, bro. So don't maybe y'all thinking I'm overvaluing what he's gonna be worth, which is a good thing for me to start to consider. I need to start thinking about what is Godchild worth. How much would we pay Godchild? Looking around the league at that position with similar success, how much do you pay a guy like that? I'm gonna have to look into that because I need to get a little bit more versed on the contractual status quo of the defensive tackle position. Interesting. Third down stops, pass deflections, tackles for loss. He doesn't come through. Rashad Brown. Interesting. That is very interesting to me. I gotta really look into this because y'all might be on to something that I'm being blinded of. Devon Gottschalk was a rotational player. I agree, Shake Money, but the thing is, he makes plays when he's in. But some people saying he don't come through in this, that, and this. But every time Gottschalk makes plays, he's made that. There is a reason why we got the number 1 tandem in the NFL with defensive tackles. Christian Wilkins and Devon Gottschalk, that tandem is number 1 in the NFL, y'all. And it ain't all just Christian Wilkins. Don't get me wrong. He had a heck of a season. But that ain't all him. We're talking about the number 1 tandem in the league. If I'm not mistaken, leading the league in tackles. I don't know, man. I'm going to really have to talk about this one. This is going to be a good topic of conversation because he's going into year 4. This is the year you talk money and get the best play, hopefully, out of him. Devon Gottschalk getting his big deal next year. The question is from who? From who? Don't create another situation like Laramie Tunsil. Now, I wonder if you compare the values. Is it really comparable? Where are the impact players? Is the question, TD. They're coming, money man. They're coming. And some of them have been developed. If you ask them where the impact players are, we didn't at the receiving core. We didn't have one until Devontae Parker emerged. We created an impact player. An impact player was born, and before you know it, if the trajectory continues on the same path post injury, Preston Williams will have that star as an impact player. Very possible. Right now, they consider your boy Xavier Howard an impact player. But if the trajectory continues, Nick Needham can be close. I ain't saying he is now. I don't want to get EM too excited. But he could be. He could be. Hell, you might look up in Christian Wilkins and Devon Godchauer are impact players. Now, if you're saying to fill the roster out, wow, no impact quarterback, no impact running back, no impact player on the O-line right now, no impact tight end, which I think Gesicki can be if the trajectory continues. But that's why tonight's show is going to be massive, man. EM, you still with us? He said, I like Gotcha. Are you still there, EM? I'm curious if you're going to be available tonight, man, because this is going to be a real interesting one. It's going to be real interesting. Doing the mock free agency. Oh, my gosh. When I saw this software and I start playing with it, EM, you going to be available tonight to do the mock free agency? Because this software, man, you can literally offer a contract, the guaranteed money. And the first one, I ain't gonna lie, when I did the first one, I offered Ngakoue $16 million a year for 4-year contract, 16 per year, and I guaranteed about 60% of his contract, which I thought was really good. He declined it. He declined it, man. I was like, ugh. Then I gave him 19 because he was still available on day 2 with 65% guaranteed for the 4 years. I gave him 19 per, and he accepted it. I even cut Albert Wilson, and then I came back and tried to renegotiate his contract. In the first offer, I gave him the same thing Devontae Parker did, 2-year, $10 million, just to see. He accepted it. You working late? Better sign Thuney or Pete at TDP. Hey man, Reason, man. I know you recovering, man, but man, somebody got to be available tonight, man. I don't want to do this by myself because this is gonna be big time. Hopefully somebody available tonight because EM say he working late, and I'll check on ball game too. Man, Albert Wilson accepted the contract, the same thing as Devontae Parker. That's a lot for Wilson, TD. You're right. I just did it. I'm just saying. You know, I could try 2 years, $6 million. We'll see if that gets accepted. You'll be around, Reason. Cool. We can do it, man. We're gonna get on tonight. It's gonna be a treat, man. I'm gonna really love this show. Because this one, this software literally, like, the first step is you got to go through your roster and cut people. Cut the people that you don't want anymore. And then you got to go through your roster and basically offer new contracts for people who are close. And then the next step of the mock is now you hit free agency. It show you all the players that's going to be unrestricted free agents. And you can click on them, make a bid, and you go down the line. Then you click next day, and it shows you who all accepted, who all declined, and all the other 31 teams who picked up who and who's left. And you got 10 days of it. Did you cut Harris? On the mock, I did not cut Harris. Let me tell you why first. I didn't know this myself. When I looked at his money, it would only save us like a few $100,000, but we would still be on the hook for almost $3 million. We would still be on the hook for like $3 million just to save a few $100,000. So I was like, oh, this sucks. He was the first person I looked for. Oh, Charles Harris, time to cut. You know, like, man, I only saved like $300,000, and he gonna be a cap hit of almost $3 million. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it was. I was like, ugh. Man, I feel like I'm just throwing money away, but he ain't worth nothing. But maybe we can still keep working with him. That's what a rookie deal is for, just to play it out to the end because we do have late bloomers. Yeah, Curtis, I'm talking about fan speak. I was like, you do have late bloomers. Who knows? We might look up next year, keep him one more year, and he Devontae Parker us. I'm not sure about that at all, but still. For that money, we got to pay him anyway. We'll just give him the money for free and say bye. We don't even want you close. No, I mean, I couldn't do it. I know some of y'all like, I don't care. Get rid of him anyway. Yeah, but I mean, you paying a guy a few $1 million. You can't tell me he can't at least be the 53rd person on the roster. Come on. Come on now. I'm just saying. Find that hard to believe, you know? You cut Rashad. Man, you know what? I don't know because I think he had a contract thing too, but I think I kept him anyway because I don't know, man. We're gonna do it fresh tonight anyway. We're gonna do it fresh tonight anyway, man. I was really just playing around doing things to learn how to do it. And I was just blown away. I was like, man, I could do this all the time. This is like a real free agency mock. Y'all ain't gonna want at least 18 plus to sign a defensive end. I know. I found it out the hard way when I offered him 16 with 65% guaranteed, 4 years. And I hit next day. I was like, we got a Ngakwe. Nope, he declined. I was like, Did you cut Albert Wilson? I cut Albert Wilson, but I re-signed him on a better deal. I still think I gave him more than I should have. I gave him more than I should have. We're going to do it tonight, man. It's going to be a real good show. Y'all going to really get a good picture of the money, how it works. See, people like, oh, we're going to have 130 in cap space and stuff like that. When I was on Fan Speak, literally, it was like 100. And then on top of it being like 100, you still, well, it was like maybe 120 because you also had the carryover money. Y'all may not know, but we're carrying over 24 million from last year into this year to help our cap. We're literally carrying over 24 million. We saved 24 million and we carrying it over to next year. So that's what's going to increase us as well. Probably over 120. But you also got to hold a little bit aside because you want to carry more over if you can. If Dolphins cut Wilson, he'd be a Jet the next day. I could see them possibly cutting him or restructuring. At TD, did you watch the Senior Bowl? No, I didn't. My family, they surprised me this weekend. We went to my sister's house for the weekend. And we were having fun. We were looking for a place because we're in the process of possibly moving because it's been going on a year here and we want to be closer to my sisters and stuff. So we were out there looking for a place. And Saturday night, they surprised me. We had dinner off of the lake at a nice seafood place, but my sisters had got there early and they set the whole table up with dolphin stuff. And it was kind of crazy. I didn't expect it. I walked in like, oh my gosh, I saw all kind of dolphin designs and just everything was dolphin and we had our own little section area. It was just a good look, man. It was a good feel. The picture that I posted on Facebook was real Dolphin fans that were there. You saw the one guy with the Dolphin shirt on, but he was actually the dad of if I'm not mistaken, Fanatics. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. Fin Fanatics or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. My mind is just at a loss right now. But he's the dad of the individual that runs Fanatics, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it is. Is it your birthday or something? My birthday was January 12th, but we were out of town on business for my wife. We were out of town for 2 weeks in Virginia in the DC area, in the Baltimore area. So I was in a hotel cellar basically for my birthday, but they did this for me the weekend after we got back, so it was pretty cool. I appreciate that, Paul. Thank you. But yeah, man, do you think Preston is going to ready when the season starts? He looks legit number one receiver. He should be ready. He should be ready when the season starts because the injury happened really early. He should be ready. I think he should actually, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully he's ready for camp. Hopefully we're here in April and May that he's out there working. So we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. But I think he should be. I think he'll be ready. But we'll see. All right. But yeah, man. Y'all hit that like button real quick. We got a 90 watching right now, 44 likes. Y'all punch that like button. Coming to y'all early in the morning with this Mamba mentality. Got to go after it, get it by all means. So TD, it wasn't a bad tear for Preston. No, it wasn't. Not any worse than the general one. If that makes sense. So again, I expect a full recovery. Only time will tell. Will he have that same burst? Will he have the same confidence? All that is yet to be seen. We have to find out. T, do you think Rashad Jones will be on the roster? Man, I don't know. We were talking about this last offseason. I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna depend on how free agency goes. Do you know that Kobe died? Yes, we made videos on it. We talked about it extensively already. And that's why I said on this Mamba mentality, man, got to go get it. What if Dak leave? Would you pick him up? No, because the only reason he would leave is because he didn't get his $40 million. So no, I wouldn't pick him up for no $40 million. No, I wouldn't. I don't even think he's better than Tannehill. So no, I wouldn't. Just like Tannehill, a lot of people argue he's a product of what's around him. You take it. Well, I remember when Ezekiel Elliott was out, he didn't look that good. He didn't look that good. So no, man. I can see then working to buy out Rashad Jones. Possibly. Do you think? Yeah, I didn't watch the Pro Bowl, to be honest. Senior Bowl interested me more because I had seen following Worth in practice with such too. I never watched the Senior Bowl. How did Jordan Love look in the Senior Bowl? Y'all got to tell me if you watched it. I didn't watch it. How did Jordan Love look in the Senior Bowl? I'm just curious. Do you think Jarvis will return to the Dolphins? No. That's not worth 40 million. 28 mil, not 40. Yeah, I would. I mean, 28 makes sense, but I wouldn't even pay him 28. I don't think he's a quarterback that's worth more than 22 million. But remember, my scale is different from what people see the scale as. So my scale is a little different. So that's how I feel about that. But yeah, man, he didn't play that much. Oh, he didn't? Okay, cool. Good morning, Elder Bruce Jones. Shout out to you, man. Glad to see you this morning. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Love look athletic, but all of his passes were either dropped or the wide receivers gave up on routes. Interesting. Reason, he said good. Made a beautiful deep post pass that Denzel Mims basically let up on. Love was the best QB on day 2 of the practices, but Herbert won Senior Bowl MVP. Herbert TD toss was a screen. Oh, so no down the field action for Herbert. Who's better, Patty Mahomes or Ryan Tannehill? I don't know. I have no clue. If I could see Patrick Mahomes and Tannehill's early career situation, I'll be able to answer that for you. I'm not one of these people that say, oh, you should be able to answer that now. Imagine if last year was Tannehill's first season in the NFL. Imagine he came into the NFL with the skill he has now, and he played like that, the way he played with Tennessee. So imagine Tennessee drafting him last year and him doing what he did for the whole season. Possibly might have even been an MVP candidate because he had the best numbers out of everybody in the NFL from a ratio standpoint. Imagine that. That's all I be talking about. Imagine if that was his first year. Then if people would have been like, who's better, Mahomes or Tannehill? They could have said, they still could have said Mahomes, but it would have been a good question to ask. Because it's the situation that these players again. So once again, let me see Patrick Mahomes in a trash situation and see how he wheels his team. See, everybody want to talk about, oh, he'll wheel him anyway. Yeah. You say that until you see it. Until you see him on a team with less talent around him. Then we'll decide who he is. That's just how I am. Mahomes by light years. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that right now. It's easy to say that because you got both worlds of Tannehill. You got the Tannehill on a great team who had better numbers than Mahomes this year from a ratio standpoint. And then you have Tannehill with the Dolphins on a team that couldn't get it right. That's what you had. So it's easy to say Mahomes by far. But if Mahomes go to a trash team and ain't even putting up 3,500 yards in the season, ain't even putting up 30 touchdowns, have a few more picks because he's behind all the time trying to make stuff happen. He ain't got all the protection and he getting sacked a lot. Nobody is going to say a thing. They're actually going to live off of what he did early in his career and blame everything around him. But imagine if he came into the league like that. Nobody would be raving about him. He'd be okay. Okay, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, I think he might have something special, but who knows? He ain't getting it done. That's what people would say. And that's the sad truth about it. If Patrick Mahomes came into the league without an O-line, without receiving weapons and all of that stuff, and he just thrust into the fire, and just, I ain't saying he would do bad, but just say he didn't do good and he did bad, that's what a lot of quarterbacks go through in this league. And we write them off. Oh, they ain't the answer. That's why you got to learn this game of football and understand it ain't just the quarterback. Quarterbacks don't make quarterback, if you ask me. The team around them makes them. The team around them allows the quarterback to elevate the team even more. It's a difference, y'all. Did you see the deal Tom Brady got, TD? What do you mean the deal? What do you mean by the deal he got? Maybe some breaking news or something that I don't know about? TD, I did the fan speak free agent the other day and picked up Ngakoue, Clowney, Justin Simmons, Conklin, Sheriff, Trish Jones, and Calvin Noy, and still has $60 million left over. That's interesting. Because about we'll mock that. We'll see what we do. Do you know Ryan Fitzgerald is on the Dolphins? Oh. 1 second. Give me a second, guys. 2 years, $70 million. For who? For who? Yeah, I don't know a Ryan Fitzgerald. Y'all know who he talking about? Because I'm like, who is this Ryan Fitzgerald he talking about? Who is Ryan Fitzgerald? You mean Fitzpatrick? And the Pat signed him again. Oh, Brady locked up again? Well, mom, we got Kenny Stills. Is he good? Yeah, Kenny Stills is really good. What are y'all talking about with Tom Brady? I don't see any contract. I'm not sure what y'all are talking about. What's good, Elder Reese? Yeah, y'all had me wondering just now. Tom Brady got another deal, so I don't know what y'all talking about. 2 years, 70 million. I don't know what you're talking about, Ted. Think you the only one reporting that Tom Brady got a new deal or something? Yeah, he ain't re-signed, man. I don't see nothing about that. Ain't none of that. That was old. What's good, Chef? I mean Ryan Fitz. Man, he still ain't saying it right. He got 70 mil in 2 more years. Sorry, TD, fake news. Okay, yeah, because I don't see it. That was his last extension. And the way that they spread that out, they actually pushed some of it in that year that they signed it. Tom Brady hasn't resigned with the Patriots. But yeah, his last deal, that 2 years, 70 million. He kind of hurt the team, man. Oh, you still going? Nice. Haha, just dropped my son at school. All right. I'm tuned in. That's what's up, Ingraven. But yeah, that's a perfect example. Let me ask y'all a question. So Tom Brady's last year was 2 years, 70 million. Was it an option on the second year or something like that? I'm kind of interested in how that contract actually worked out. I'm actually interested in how that actually worked out. Who turned 42 on Saturday, signed extension this morning. Oh, that was choice. So that's interesting. Yeah, because last August, Tom Brady did do a 2 years, 70 million. So was interesting to me. Did they only honor the 1 year? Is that what happened? They only honored the 1 year? And then is it? Let me see. I'm trying. Y'all bear with me, man. I'm trying to get where's Spot Track because I want to get the contract details. Here he is. Spot Tracker tell me he had an out, and he's taking that out. Is what y'all saying? Let's see. I see it right here. Okay. Let's see. Wow, Brady was still only a $21.5 million cap hit last year. Wow, I didn't even notice, y'all. In 2019, Brady's base salary was only 1.7 million. He got almost a $14 million signing bonus, and they also paid him $5 million to restructure the deal. He restructured so much to put a team around him, man. And this year, his base salary is supposed to be $30 million, but they're basically plus a $6 million, $7 million signing bonus. But it's only a cap hit of $7 million. That's interesting. Leaving behind a dead cap in 2020. Wow. So he's only leaving behind 13.5 million a dead cap. Are they doing a launch this morning? According to Mel Kiper, drafting Tua to the Miami Dolphins, a good situation for good parties. So it's a win-win for us. Man, that's the one person. Mel Piper is Kiper. Mel Kiper and Todd McShay. I don't listen to nothing they got to say in the first round. They are always wrong. They are always wrong. And then on draft night, they always looking dumbfounded. Like, I mean, I just don't even know how this happened. And it's always about the biggest players. It's always about the freaking biggest players. Those two are always wrong. Always. Crazy to me, man. They're always wrong. Always. Every single time. Well, I don't know what they were thinking right here with this pick. They had the opportunity to have this player on the board right here. Man, just shut up. You getting paid, but I don't even know what made you prominent in the first place to be able to be that guy that we're breaking. You know, let me stop. I know what made him prominent. Here's what it is. They know their college players. They know their college players inside out. So when they get on camera, they talk very fluently about every college player. And they get the job as the college expert. But where they miss the bar is understanding what GMs see as a translation to the NFL. Just because you were this or that in college don't mean a GM sees it transferring the same way in the NFL, and that's where they miss it. That's where they miss. They miss every time, every single time. So if you talk about Mel Kiper or Todd McShay and all, listen, I don't run them past me. Oh, these guys say that this person to us is a perfect fit, this and that, and this. All they're doing is plugging. All they're doing is plugging. Dolphins need a quarterback. Tua Tagovailoa rumored. Dolphins are definitely going to be taking Tua at number 4. I couldn't see them not doing that. They're selling it. All they do is talk about what they think is the obvious. Todd definitely knows college players, but nothing about NFL and NFL drafts. It's crazy to me, man. I already told y'all, man, this free agency stuff, man, all they doing is selling clicks. All they doing is selling clicks. I could literally take my time and write a 2-paragraph article right now talking about breaking news. Why Tua is definitely coming to Miami. I could post that online, man. You know how many clicks I'll get? You know how many clicks I'll get? And then the funny thing is the article don't say anything about like anything definitive. It just starts speculating about how could they not? You know, they need a quarterback. They've been in quarterback purgatory for 20 years, and now they have the perfect guy that can fulfill all their desires and needs. And people read it like, man, I saw an article today that said, why not? We definitely taking Tua. Builds what you want already even more. It ain't give you no facts. It ain't say, the assistant to this that works with the Dolphins personnel reiterated. They don't say none of that stuff. And then when we don't do it, we mad at the team for not doing what they said they were going to do, even though they never said it. Even though they never said it. They never said it. And look at this. Patrick said, I still want Tua, though. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting them, man. We might even get him. Who knows? But stop making it seem like what these guys are telling you is gospel. You don't hear it from Greer. You don't hear it from Flores, Ross. Stop acting like what these guys say is gospel. It's crazy, man. But yeah, Tom Brady is passing up on his $30 million. That's interesting. What kind of deal y'all think he gonna be getting? What kind of deal is he supposed to be getting? If he gonna pass up on $30 million to stay with the team that can fulfill his legacy? He's supposed to make $30 million this year and $32 million next year, and they've already voided next year's out. They only keeping it as this year, and that's if he plays at age 43. You what? Leave the team you love to go play for more money, maybe? Shout out to Engraven. He said, "Oh man, did my stream just freeze on me? That's weird. I got great connection. Say your connection is unstable. Oh, there it is. It's back." Engraven said, "Ha ha, man. That's why I mess with you heavy, cause you keep it all the way real, man. Appreciate that, man. That's all we can do, man. Keep it as real as we possibly can. Keep it as real as we possibly can. It's crazy, man. I'm good, cool. I wonder, Tom Brady passing up 30 million to not stay with the Patriots. Like, it's not adding up to me. It's not adding up to me. What are you looking for? 40 million? I mean, I don't think an extra 35 million, an extra 5 million is worth leaving your legacy. Or unless he's trying to chase Peyton Manning and say, I did that too. I went to another team at the end of my career, won a Super Bowl, now I'm out. That ain't nothing to me. Maybe he's trying to chase that. I don't know. It's interesting though. No clue, man. Nadia, I mean, hey man, that's Todd's business, man. We ain't in the business of getting in other people's business, especially when it comes to their personal life. If what you're saying is true, it ain't got nothing to do with us. That's his business. More power to him. More power to him. But yeah, man. But at the end of the day, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in with me this morning. We're gonna be live throughout the day today on this channel. I'm gonna be on TD Sports Talk a lot. So y'all go check me out on my other channel, TD Sports Talk. A lot of around the league sports that I'm gonna be covering going forward. I have this is the last week. Hopefully, this is the last week of me doing all this paperwork and doctor appointments and stuff for my sons to go ahead and start their daycare. And then TD is like 100% full time riding out, man. Sun up to sun down, baby. And even when the sun go down. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. True TD, to each their own, as long as it don't hurt anyone. Exactly, man. People business is their business. Matter of fact, y'all need to get your own business if you sitting here talking about other people's business. Stop that mess. No, just stop. All right. Ain't that serious. If it ain't bothering, if it ain't touching you, then don't worry about what other people got going on in their life. That's their business. All right. If not already, due to 3 new crews down Japan. Nah, Jersey Dolphin. You can't speak that. You got to speak that to yourself, man. All right, Loso, I'll see you tonight. That's what's up, TD. Got to take care of the family, fam. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Have a blessed day, TD. Same to you, Patrick. I'll see y'all soon. But y'all come check me out on TD Sports Talk throughout the day as well. Be talking all things sports, more Kobe Bryant coverage, rest in peace, more Super Bowl coverage, more coverage of a lot of different things. All right. See y'all later. Love y'all. It's your boy TD, man. Peace. Have a blessed day, y'all. Y'all have a great day.